Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor Nation News. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're avoiding responsibility. Hope you're blaming your coworkers. It wasn't your fault, Janice. You know what I mean? You didn't train that lady. She lost the file, not you. Whatever. All right. Katie responds to some haters, not here to cater to the ignorant. Of course, she's fighting for human rights for her trans community friends. Wow, what a thing to unfollow someone for, wanting basic human rights. Trans rights are humans' rights. Say it loud, say it proud. We're going to get into the story right now. Hope everyone's doing well. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals. I'm also on Patreon at patreon.com/Dave Neal. We hit a milestone just this past week. I said, if you can get me to 275 Patreon members, I will make a Vintage Dave episode for you guys where I edit together some of the moments from the first time I ever made content in season 1. And I showed this to you guys on the live stream, but I'm going to give it to you on Friday. Here's the trailer I made. Because not only did we hit 275 Patreon members, we're at 337 or some odd number like that. So you guys blew it out of the water. Here's our movie, because you guys know me, I just made this today. It's old 21st Century Dave, that's right. Coming to you from the studio that brought you Nick Vial versus Reality Steve. Coming to you from the studio. Okay, anyway, you get the point. So anyway, let's see if I can find it here. Here's the vintage movie premiere trailer that we did not get to see on Rachel's date over here with, who's that, Zach? Whoever it was. Either way, let's have a watch.
In a world with no production value, a man decided to recap The Bachelor. And now, available only on Patreon, you can see Vintage Dave.
Okay, hello. This is my first review of Bachelor Season 20 with Ben Higgins. Now available on Patreon at patreon.com/Dave Neal. Oh, we've come so far in life. We're now indoors. We've really made it. Okay, let's get into this story here. Katie Thurston, former Bachelorette, posts, Pride ended a month ago. How will we keep fighting for trans lives? And of course, the comment section is mainly supportive, but some people not so much. So we'll share her response in a minute. She said, I'm very excited to work alongside Pink Manta Ray to raise awareness on how to continue to be an ally for trans people. Hashtag allyship is active. All throughout June, companies put up rainbows and people wear Love is Love t-shirts, which is very good, supposedly celebrating trans and queer people. But nearly 1 month has passed since June ended, and there are still several states criminalizing gender-affirming healthcare for trans youth, mandating outdating trans and queer kids in schools, and 18-plus states that have banned trans kids from youth sports. Our allyship cannot end when Pride Month does. Trans people are trans all year round. Our allyship should be here all year round too. Swipe through for some action items that you can do. So she shares this great information, and here's a slide of what she just we just read to you. Very interesting and informative and respectful ways to educate yourself. Some people get so nervous. I don't know what people want to be called anymore. Well, it's pretty simple, right? You can just ask. You can just ask them. You don't say someone is a this or is a that. He is transgender. He is a transgender man. He transitioned last year. Very simple things. You can read through it. We don't need to go through it all here, but it's important that we, words matter. Words matter. And so much so that Katie Thurston posted people that were unfollowing her. She blurred them out. You don't have to do that. Air them out. Either way, you can go on her Instagram and see what they had to say. Unfollowed. Boo. Unfollowing. And look, I can understand that whenever it comes to new issues that are coming out, of course, this not being a new issue, but people learning about different topics that might not have been presented to them in their cul-de-sac of choice, they might go to the extremes. That's the problem. We always go to the extreme. Well, what about in the Olympics when so-and-so? Well, what about the youth? All these things. Look, trans rights mean human rights. That's simply what it comes down to, and Katie posts this. I'm not here to cater to the ignorant. I'm not here to silence my morals and beliefs. I'm not here to strategize how to keep a following while pretending to be... Put the American flag music, national anthem music. I'm not here to strategize how to keep a following while pretending to be someone I'm not. I will always support the trans community and to the people who not only can't relate, but refuse to have empathy and compassion, you don't realize how privileged you are, how convenient your life must be. While you may not understand or can't relate, please know these are very real issues people are experiencing. I choose a life led by love and support for all humans. Thank you to the ones who also continue to show their support for the trans community. They need it more than ever. There it is, folks. There it is. And after she shares this, we see Connor. You know, remember Connor? Connor the cat from Katie's season. His sister's transgender. And he posts this. Also, while I have you, people make such a big deal about not supporting or understanding what it means to be trans. That's so stupid. Just because you haven't experienced it yourself in your own extremely limited personal slice of what it means to exist and be human doesn't mean it's fake or wrong. It is outside your personal experience, and that's okay. You've had a different existence. Both great, both normal. It's okay to be straight or gay or trans. It's all okay. It's all okay. Someone coming out as trans doesn't take away from your heterosexuality. It's all peachy is what we're trying to say. If someone close to you comes out as trans, it may seem like this is a huge deal at first, but really the only main difference is that they finally get to be flipping happy. They get to finally be the person they were born to be, the person they are. How anyone, even a stranger, could wish anything less than that for someone truly continues to boggle my mind. I always say, for the people that a lot of times have fear, fear. Well, they say fear is false evidence appearing real. They're afraid of drag queens or this or, all these different, oh no, they're going to come into our community. It's going to be wild. I always just suggest take a trip to New York City. Take a trip to a major city where you just see people showing their love. Two gay men holding hands down the street. Oh my gosh, close your eyes. What's going on? The more you get exposed to the idea that love doesn't exist for one set of rules versus another, you realize that someone else's happiness shouldn't bring out any fear or anger within you. So Connor promotes all this because he's got family that, like I said, sibling that is trans. And Connor's mom has a book that I've, thought it'd be a good time to take the time to promote. This is from her Instagram, Treasuring My Transgender Child. It's available on Amazon. The Auditorium in My Mind, Treasuring My Transgender Child. So this is one of those things. It's just great to see that, I don't know how much they covered this storyline, if at all, with Connor Brennan, but it's great that he's been such an advocate for, again, basic human rights. In January of 2018, Lisa, that's Connor's mom, started a new chapter of life as her youngest child shared with the family that she is a transgender woman. After some adjustment, the Brennan family has found that when you treasure someone for who they are, it is magical. And God bless that, it is magical. So I know I'm preaching to the choir. I know my audience exists in a very much loving and high energy way, but we just have to continue to, I would say make space, which I know this might sound ironic, but make space for the people that still are transphobic, to make space for the people that still don't quite get it, that they will come to the realization and maybe the epiphany in their own life very soon that there is, no biblical, there's none of that, well, God created, no. It doesn't, look, it's just, none of that matters. What matters is people find their inner happiness, and we all are just trying to take away the layers of our own onion to find out who we are at our core. We're all trying to do that. And I think, I think we're inching our way towards a place where we're starting to get there on a global scale. With that said, there's countries where, there's no gay people in Iran. There's countries that it's illegal to be gay. It's just, it blows my mind. But we can't necessarily solve everything right now, but we can at least in our own homeland try to make people feel as welcomed for who they are in their own body. All right, so she posts that. I wanted to share what else she was posting here. Let's just share this story.
Actually found a place to move into, which, by the way, I thought it was the Del Mar area, but someone said, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Los...
Katie's moving.
Petnaquitos? Okay, that's definitely wrong. I'm saying that wrong. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I found a place to live. I'm moving in September. All that being said, I will now start refocusing what I want to do, given that I'm going to be off contract soon and can basically do whatever the fuck I want. YouTube. I'm thinking YouTube is a great place to be.
Doy.
And I'm just kind of curious. I want to take a poll. Are you actively on YouTube or not? Here's the thing. If people are going to make money off the things I'm saying, I'm gonna make money off the things that I'm saying. So I'm really excited. Also, this is about to be like dark, and I don't mean it to sound this way, but for the last year or more, I have not been living. Like I've been just living under a rock. I've been catering to the men that have been in my life. I have not been like being my truest self and living for my truest self. And recently I've been doing that. And I'm going to continue to do that. And once that started happening, the amount of stories I cannot wait to share, the experiences, the opinion, like just life. I don't know how to explain it. I could just, I'm just going to stop.
Yeah, stop. Save it for your YouTube. So congrats on getting off contract and sharing your true stories. Looking forward to hearing more about that. I know our community is going to be in good support of you. So anyway, she posted this from her friend Andrew. Her friend said, I can't imagine the baggage the guy is signing up for. This is a hypothetical guy. Like if Katie decides to date a guy outside of Bachelor Nation, I'd swipe left, he says. Not even the emotional stuff I know about, but the blogs. Having to make a PR statement every week because you forgot to like his Instagram post. Just not a lot of room to feel human and develop something naturally, maybe. But who knows? Maybe it's not as bad as it seems. Might be together for you for a bit while. Might be tougher for you for a bit while longer. And yeah, just that idea that you're in this public scrutiny to everything you do. I mean, she's a 30-year-old, whatever plus woman who, when she goes through a breakup, has to notify people. Tell us, whose fault was it? What happened? This and that. It's wild. It's a wild place to be in. But I like to think this. I mean, we talk about different leads and contestants from Bachelor. Obviously, it's Bachelor Nation News. And within that, there's criticism people will get. Oh, 12 days of mess. She destroyed the souls of these young, impressionable gentlemen. Whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever BS people want to think. But, people over time will show you who they are, And I'm happy when I see people that are sticking up for their guns, even if they might lose a couple followers. Ooh, you're going to unfollow me? Share what you think, and if half your following isn't on board, tell them to peace out and find your ride or die and build from there. And that's what you have to do once you've been on the show. The following you built on the show is from an idea, an edit of who you were. Now, as you show your real self to the world, that's not going to be for everybody. That's perfectly fine, and that's not a bad thing. All right, good luck on the YouTube. Everyone else, follow me on Patreon. We're partying there all day. Patreon.com/Dave Neal. We'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.